Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how to get your model into layout to lay it out for printing so that you can use it as a drawing in the workshop. Here's just a simple model of a log splitter that I've drawn out, and if you notice that it's located at the point where the planes meet, so the red and the green and the blue axis, so it's centered on that, and the front view is centered on the red axis. So when I'm looking in with the red, green and blue axis, I can see the front view of the object. If I turn around it, this is going to be the side view of the object. So it's important to have it sitting in the right place when you move into layout, and you'll see why. So now what we're going to do is going to send this. So we're going to go to File, and we're going to Send to Layout. And now layout is going to open up for us, and the object will automatically, we're going to ask us which type of paper we want. So in our case, we're going to pick an A3 page in landscape format, and we're just going to hit open. So it's a blank A3 page, and you'll notice the object, the model has come in to us here completely, just as we were viewing it. Once it's in here, we can stretch the viewing plane in and out, and size it to wherever we want it. So we'll just put the first one here, and I'm going to change this view now. So I'll just close all these first of all. So this is probably the way that yours will look when it comes in. So the first thing we want to look at is we want to look at the Sketchup model. So we go down to Sketchup model, and we want to look at styles. Is the first thing I want to change. I want to go into styles. Again, the only style is the style that we were using in your Sketchup model. But in here in layout, I just want you to select, go to drop down menu here and click styles, and then find the default styles. Open up that by double clicking it, and then go all the way down and find engineering style. Okay, and the other thing I want you to do is click the background so that it's off. So now the background is gone, so it's just the model is all we're looking at. Okay, and now if we come back here to view, we can change by double clicking in here. We actually open up the model in the SketchUp space, so we can rotate it around to view whatever part of the model we want. So just pick a view that you think best shows off the model here in sort of isometric view, and then it'll automatically fix that. Now if rendered here wasn't, I'll just do it again now for 1 second with that rendered off. So I'm moving it around again and click on it, and I just want you to click render here. Sometimes it won't render, you'll get a symbol up here in the corner with a triangular symbol with an asterisk. That just means it hasn't rendered, but it's a good idea just to click, go back over here to where render it says, and click on auto. Then it'll automatically render each view for you. Now if we just want to make a copy of this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click on it somewhere in the middle of it here, and I'm going to start moving it. And in the very same way as in SketchUp, if you want to make a second copy of something, I'm going to press and hold the control key and hold it as I make a second copy. So I'm going to drag that one up to here, and this time now we want the front view. So I'm going to go back over here again in SketchUp model, and I'm going to pick from a standard view. The second line, the first one's scenes and the second one is standard view. So standard view, and we're going to click on front. So standard view, click front. And now at this stage we're going to turn off ortho. See the way it's all going back to a vanishing point still. So this is all tapering back. But if we click on ortho over here, it's going to give us a proper orthographic view, as I explained to you in our drawing class the first day. And now the next thing we want to change is the scale of this drawing. So back over here again, the next one under front is we have scale, and the closest we're currently at 1 is to 1.9, so the closest that is going to be 1 is to 10, so 1 millimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Click on that, and now that's after scaling it to 1 is to 10 for us. And now I'm just going to move this over here. The other thing Again, just check that this preserve scale on resize is selected. This one here, just make sure that's ticked on. Okay, so you have ticked in that box. That's fine. Now what we're going to do is actually move that over here, just so I can drag the next one. So I'm going to drag this. I'm going to start moving it, and I'm going to hit Control. I'm going to drag this slide down, trying to keep it straight, directly underneath it. And now we're going to change the view to top. So in the top view, I'll go back to this one, just move him over here just a little bit out of the way. So now we have a front view and we have a top view of the object. And finally we're going to get it again. So we're just going to start moving it. Press the Control key again and bring this lad across to here. And now we're going to select view and we'll say left. So now we have a view of our model from the left hand side. So now we have our 3 orthographic views and we have an isometric view of our model in literally a few minutes. And this will take you it should even take even less time when you're not explaining it. So now we can actually start adding dimensions. So if you come up to the top and click on along the top, we have dimensions. And now we're just going to go find the dimension style here. Dimension style, we want the text above, in the middle, or below. So just put it in the center. Over here now, if we put on, I'll just put in one dimension here for a second. So it's 0.84 meters. But what we actually want is, we don't want meters first of all. So this is going to turn off the units, so it doesn't display the units. And I'm going to change, I want it in decimal, I want it to auto scale, I want it in millimeters, and the precision is 1 millimeters. Now if I draw another, just going to zoom in here so I can see it properly, and just pull that across. So now you can see that we have 842 millimeters. I'm just going to select that one and I'm going to delete it by hitting the delete key on the keyboard. So now you can just add the dimensions again, back up, dimension style, and dragging up to where you want, 250, 50 mil box section, 70 mil, and so on. Just if your dimensions, the text might be bigger and the font might be bigger, so you can change the font. I have it here in text style. If we're going to text style here, my font it's 10. I think mine is actually 8. Now it's 10. Okay. Go back to 10. So 10. The other thing we can change, what I'm going to change as well, is I'm going to go back up and I'm going to change up here in shape style. I'm going to just change the arrows so I have the architectural tick. So I'm just going to pick the first one of those. And now because I've changed it on one, I want to change it on all the rest. And the easiest way to do that is to use this eyedropper. So if you click on that, it's called style. Click there, come down and select, click on the one you want to select. And now we can just paint that to apply it to all the rest of them. Okay, and then we can go back to dimensions. The dimensions should stay in that style. Now, as we move on to do the rest. So, click and pull out. Again, I'm just using the mouse wheel to roll in and roll out the same way as I would in Sketchup. Just rolling in, rolling out to the various places to get a clearer view. So, 150. Right, yeah. 40, 50. I just can carry on dimensions as I the same way as shown here. 125, 75, and so on. The other thing then we might want to do is we might want to add, just to mark this as 200 by 100 each section. Might want to mark the pin diameters here. We'll say diameter to match RAM. So in other words, the whatever, just going to move the end of that onto. So I don't know the RAM, depending on the RAM size, obviously the pin is going to match that. So now if we wanted more detail, sorry, just before I move off of this page, what I'm going to do is I want you to add title. So click on the text up here, come down here and just drag out the box down here. Now because it's title, we're going to change the text again, and this time maybe bring it up to 16, bold, and we start typing. So title, tab across is log splitter, John, your name, date, and 20th of the 1st, 2014, scale 1:20, and sheet, and it's going to be 1 of 2. Now you can add a new page up here, or you can go to file, we can go to page and either add a second page, will give us a second blank page, or you can just go and duplicate the page. I'll just add a blank page. I'll just add a blank page in this situation. So we have a new blank page. And now you can see up here with the previous page and the next page. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down and I'm going to click on this to select it, and I'm going to go edit, copy, and then I'm going to the next page and I'm going to go edit, paste. Right, so we have our title out. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take one of these ones and I'm going to go edit, copy again, go to my next page and then go edit and paste. Now it's after bringing this in. If we wanted to say do a more detailed view of one of the parts of it, we can rotate it around, zoom in. So just say it was a plate here or something like that. You can zoom in and go to Sketchup model again. View, this time we want front view, and say 1:5, and if I hold down the shift key and press the wheel on the shift key and press the mouse, that can zoom in. We'll just try this on 1, 2, 1 again. Need to fit on the page, so I just need to find it. Yeah. It's probably a little bit big, we don't need it that big. So this to 5, this 12. Back to 1 is to 5. So I'm holding the shift key so I can move at the same time. Now the scale is after, preserve scale was not ticked there, so it's after changing the scale, so I need to select that again and I need to change my scale back again. So we were on 1:5. Hold double click so I'm in it and holding the shift key, just slide it over. Okay, now we're just going to roll in. Now we can dimension that part in more detail. So 115, 130, 70, and let's back in 30, and its diameter is, this is a category 2 pin, its diameter is 25mm diameter. So the same if you wanted to do another part, we can just, I just better make this one smaller. Scale is gonna make it. So I'm going to copy it, holding the control key and moving it. This time clicking it around it and holding the shift key to pan, just pan around and find another part that we might want to mention. Front view. Okay. Put that down. I'm going to zoom in. This needs to be mentioned all the way. And so on. You can do also, if you wanted a second view of that, say side view as well. It's going to move and hit control. Second copy of it. And now we're going to go left. Double click for a minute. That's it. And again. 10mm, and so on and so forth. You can just add in your dimensions. So you can add all your detailed drawings on this page if you wanted particular items that you wanted more detail of. So on, maybe you wanted more detail of this bracket here. So again, just move it and hit the control key. Now we'll hold the shift key, slide it along. So scale is still 1:5, that's fine. Roll in. So 150. And then okay, and so on. So you can dimension it all up, all the various parts that you want to mark up. How did I get that? That's the height of that guy. Okay. And again, now we'll just go back to the first one. The only thing we need to do here is we just need to give these titles. So this is side view. And again, once you have one done, just move on it and hit the Control key to get a second copy. Front view. And move and control. Top view. Want to go edit, copy, change the next page, edit, paste, and you can just type in detail 1. Detail 2. Detail 3. Detail 4. I suppose I want to put a border around the whole thing. And I'm just sort of right clicking it now. I'm going to arrange it so we want to send it to the back. So there's a box around our page. We'll just put another box around the title block. Here, again, click on that, arrange, send backwards. And again, we could just select this and this. I have the two of them selected by holding the shift key to select. When I click on one, hold the shift key before I select on the second one. And edit, copy, back, edit, paste. And again, just click off it for a minute. Go to arrange, send to back, and arrange, send backwards. Drag this down. Again, by clicking on the middle arrow, drag this slide down a bit. And drag him back down another bit on it. Okay, so there we have it. So now we have two drawings ready to go to print. So file, save as, log, splitter, video we say. And there we go, that's it. Now we have two drawings ready to go to print. You can export if you want as a PDF. So we can export log splitter video as a PDF and go into our documents. So then we'll have pages, so with all the pages, output, medium quality, create PDF layers, that's fine. Don't really want layers. Show export in PDF viewer. Export. And okay. Should be after exporting it. Splitter video PDF, this is it. So here's our two documents that we've just exported. Okay, that's it. Thanks for listening.